Yeah, he's having nose surgery, man.
Ready?
Steady.
Comments.
Once upon a time.
Wait, am I in the right spot physically? Am I good?
I want to check.
Okay. Bye, Madison. See you later. I just feel like I moved. I just want to make sure I'm good.
Looks good.
Okay. Here I go again on my own. We're not allowed to sing.
Doon. We can sing any song. Doon. Yeah, remember? Okay, so he had a car accident. My hubby, he had a car accident when he was 18.
Yeah.
And he was ejected from the car and landed on the pavement.
Oof.
And broke his nose.
Jesus
Which
Christ.
honestly, if that's the worst of the.
He landed on his face?
Yeah, some of it.
Wow.
Yeah. So he finally is going to have like some kind of like deviated septum.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The doctor said he only had like 10% at most, like breathability. Yeah.
Did we just together say the word fucking breathability?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh. I'm not mad about that. It's a beautiful moment.
Breathability?
That we said that word together.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I feel really good about it. So when does that happen? What's his downtime for that? Is it outpatient? Does he have to spend the night?
Yeah. No, it's outpatient and it's like a 6-ish day recovery.
Okay.
But I think they have to like re-break it, all that jazz. So he'll have like black eyes. I think so. Yeah.
That's, you know me, I like some macabre.
Yeah.
But with the nose hammering, I can't.
No,
ma'am.
I'm excited for him.
That's what we're not going to do. I can't do nose hammering and I can't do like fluid stuff, like pimple popping, those like cyst stuff. Vomit, none of that.
None of that. No, I can't get into any of that. I can do like the chiropractor popping stuff, but any kind of like juices, that's where I'm out.
Yeah. Some of those surgeries where you can see like the fat content and it looks like cheese or
Let's like
no ma'am. Do you want to hear my new instrument? And a 1 and a 2 and a 1 2 3. Why does it do that? How hot is this? I love being out, like, especially at a bar or something. I'll be at Chikora and I'm like, you guys want to see me get like 10,000 times hotter? And I'll pull this out and be like, anyways.
She's brought props. This is a prop show.
My life is a fucking prop show. Anyway, speaking of props, what I was also going to tell you about this bag.
Yes.
So, I don't know if the listeners and viewers realize this or not, but in the great state of South Carolina, you can't be watching Pornhub anymore unless you got a VPN that says you're in a different state. So the timing of having this bag is real fun to me.
You're like on trend.
Yeah, so
Your bag's going to go viral.
I had to minimize the length of the story because a lot of it doesn't matter. My neighbor found this bag for me on Depop. And wearing it now has become a social experiment. And it's so strange. Not only for like seeing people's reaction, but the way that I feel about it. The most extreme of those being at Publix up here by our house. There are some older ladies, cashiers. I'm talking about like Q-tip head, white hair ladies, like looking like church ladies.
I know.
I'm sure you've seen them.
Yes. One of them is our favorite.
Oh, they're always so sweet.
Yeah.
And always really, really sweet to me normally
Yeah.
until this.
Oh, no, Lord.
And it is like hilarious because they are like doing their normal, like, we're so sweet, hi baby, and all that stuff that they do. And then you can see it like click in their head. They'll look at me and then it's like they're reading the words and then this thing comes over them where they're just like instantly uncomfortable. They get rigid. They get real terse, want real short answers. And I'll even keep up like the like bing bong, thank you so much, have a great day. And they're just like, makes them so fucking uncomfortable.
Wow.
Specifically that demographic there. It is weird.
I bet my mom would be the same.
Oh God, yeah.
Dee Dee would be.
She audibly gasped the last time she saw me.
Shout out Dee Dee. Finally, you listened to one episode, and it had to be the episode.
Yeah, of course you did. Also,
we
Dee
were
Dee,
like,
you kind of hurt my feelings, girl. Damn. I'm not kidding. I thought about that for like, so, you know, I'm a chronic overthinker, but I thought about that so much, and it just, I feel like there's this theme in my life. I'm sure this is relatable for folks, where I wish I could match people's energy, but in so doing, then I become an asshole or base or rude or malicious. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it. But anyway, the other demographic that has had a strong reaction to this are men, and it's a specific. They are like white dudes, and I'm not trying to be any kind of way about that, but I just mean it, like frat boyish kind of, but like a little bit older. So maybe like late 20s, like early 30s ish guys that are like alone or like with their bros. Like it happens a lot when I'm at Chikora. Like they either will say something about it, like, oh, I like your bag. Or it's like they start getting real squirmy around me and like looking at it and looking at me and like trying to make it make sense in their head. So I don't understand what is going on in people's brains because, and I don't mean this as any kind of way, because I said this to somebody this past week of like, I don't think that I have like porn actor vibes. I just don't. And it's not, and when I said this, the person was like, you know, anybody can do porn, and like porn stars look a lot of different ways and la-di-da-di-da, which of course, sure. But I still don't think I like give off that energy. I look like somebody that's working on the set.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm like a sound person or like a fucking PA, or like it's my job to tape cords in places or something.
Like maybe there was like some leftover goodie bags and you jacked that from the leftovers.
Yeah, or like that's all I got out of it.
Yeah.
I got my little like $300 paycheck in my swag bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not giving like what is this shit that they say? It's not giving main character energy. It's giving like the bitch in the back. So it's funny to me, and I don't know, again, because I recognize fully that I'm overthinking this and people aren't putting that much thought into it. But there's definitely some sort of activity that goes on in people's brains. And you don't just like see, I feel like it's like, you don't just see the word porn often. Am I allowed to say that? We just got demonetized. We're never going to, fuck.
Damn. Oh, well.
There goes our money. Damn it. Now I'll never be able to rent out Chico Fayos in Charleston.
We had so much, and now we don't have any.
God, fuck. I'm sorry. Are we going to break up? Is the podcast over?
It's over. Shut it down. Turn the lights off.
But yeah, it's really interesting. And I think I keep referring to this thesis that I'm allegedly writing, but I think it should be part of it. I've decided that really it's just going to be like chapters. It's just going to be what it is. But there's going to be a chapter about this bag.
That's it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you should be.
So that's my story about that.
It's very sporty.
Oh, it's...
Did you show it?
Ma'am. The functionability here.
Yeah.
So first of all, we have an adjustable strap. It can get real short or real long. And right here on the front pouch, it zips all the way. And there is an inner key holder for safety reasons. And this is like spacious.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff in there. And on the inside, excuse me, let me take out my
plenty of space for that
horn
big ass shit.
for my biblical materials.
Your reading material for later.
I don't want to pull out everything that's in here, but There
Do
is
it.
with a pocket within. So there's like a pocket where you can stand.
Oh, damn.
I've got lots of skewers and just as many tampons. That's really exciting.
Are you so when you take on a purse like this, do you carry it kind of like are you like monogamous with your purse, or do you change it like day to day depending on like what you're doing?
We are in an open relationship. We're polyamorous.
Okay.
So I always have a larger bag that I put like,
Your whole life in?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll have typically a smaller bag that I pull out. Like when I go to work, I have my big bag, or I usually leave it in the car if I'm like doing things in the world. And then I have a smaller that has my essentials.
Yeah. I'm really proud of my bagless abilities.
Yeah, I admire that about you.
Even with having a kid, like I had a backpack for a hot minute for her like baby shit, like diapers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now that she's like mobile, like I carry right now. I'm doing, because we're on the playground a lot, I want my hands free.
Yeah.
So I'm either like just put my clip my keys with a carabiner,
Yeah.
or a fanny pack I'll toss over me.
Yeah.
But so when I do wear a purse, like it's like special. Like I feel like I'm going out.
That's
like,
fancy. It's a
like,
true accessory.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
I don't ever do that. Well, no, that's not true. The one time that I do that where it's like a fashion thingy is my dinosaur.
Yes.
That's just like my friend.
That
Which-
what's it called? That shakes out.
Yeah.
That makes sense in my brain.
Yeah.
That's yours.
Yeah. But yeah, because I don't like, there are certain times like I had to go to my nephew's school recently to do a meeting. I'm not going to bring this pornhub bag in there. Like I try to be somewhat mindful of that kind of thing.
Because I love your safari one. I hope you can still carry that.
So I have a bag of bags in my closet, and that is like my overall collection.
Yeah.
And then I have a bigger bag that stays like in my room that has smaller bags in it. And the safari one is part of my small bag rotation.
Okay.
So I always have a big bag and a small bag.
Yeah. And we'll probably sell some of our bomb ass accessories.
I am a whore for bags.
Yes.
A whore.
Yeah. We had some cute bags at the Travelers recently.
I have had to really, and I don't like use them. It doesn't, the amount of bags that I have doesn't make sense for the way that I use them. Like there's too many. And I'm not like, that sounds so stupid. I'm not like, I don't do things. I don't have enough events to be accessorizing in the way that I am like equipped for. So having this like resale thrift stuff is a good outlet to like get them out in the world where someone can fully enjoy them.
I always gravitate towards that area, the thrifting. Like I'm always over there. I think it's because of how they're displayed, maybe. Like there's a little bit of a hunt, but they're out. Like it's like a
ear fell out.
Oh no. I don't know. Just going like through the wallets, the little purses. Lord have mercy.
It's for me. It feels. I'm not trying to be dramatic. It feels ancestral. Like I am meant to be a bag lady.
Yeah.
It is part of my purpose as a human.
You have found some treasures. Like, didn't you like have a whole friendship? Like you have a friendship that started sort of through I
got reunited with an old student because of a bag. That's what it was. Because that's initially where I knew her from.
Yes. Okay.
I don't think she would mind me shouting her out. Harriet. So she was a student at this school that we taught at.
Shout out.
At what's it called? Hogwarts.
There you go.
And then like 10 years later or some shit, where did that bag come from?
I swear it was just like Goodwill.
No, yeah, it was like a Goodwill find. But I didn't remember if I got it or you did.
You did, I think.
I don't remember. One of us acquired it at Goodwill, and inside of it were a bunch of notes to Harriet. And it was like something that her coworker, like a silly inside joke that she had with a coworker. And they would write these notes. I still have them somewhere. I should find them.
Yeah.
And I put it all together, and I ended up running into her at radio room or something. And I was like, is this like, I'm like, is this your bag? And it was 100% her bag.
Yeah. That might be part of
I
the.
might have given those notes back to her. I can't remember. Maybe, I don't know.
I was gonna say, I think that might be part of the allure, is because with other stuff you thrift, is you see what you see. But with bags, there's like a whole other situation, because there could be things inside of them.
Yeah.
And granted, it's mostly.
Girl, and like when we try to do that on purpose
Yeah.
at that one thing, and people are taking the shit out. I'm like, what are you doing? It's a free gift with purchase. Stop taking it out. I'm like, there's trash in here. I'm like, motherfucker, that's not trash.
No, we're gonna on that same page. I want to do like a whole scavenger hunt thing. That's just treating the world as a bag. And
now that the weather's nice, stay tuned for Precious Angels scavenger hunt.
Yeah,
that is happening.
Yeah, and we're gonna do more pop-ups too. So
yes, ma'am.
That's happening.
We just did that one last Sunday at Travelers. It was so fun. It's a good time.
Yeah, what did I say? We're diversifying our portfolio.
Yeah, so if you have space and you want us to pop up and pop out, let some bitches know.
Pop up.
And I love it, because I think both you and I both had such a good mindset about it, because it's not like we don't give a shit about making money or whatever. It's very much the same as this podcast. It's like we're just having fun.
Yes.
We kept calling ourselves those little decorator crabs.
That's who we are. Just scuttling around. Oh, put this here.
I love it. I mean, it's just like, I think you and I have always had like a tendency towards collecting shit or whatever. So it's fun to like have a reason or an outlet or whatever. And one day, and I don't know what it's going to look like, because we ain't working no 9 to 5 stored owners, but one day we're going to have us a little
something.
Precious Angels. We'll have a physical place. Oh, you hear it?
I think my clip is clicking.
I don't hear it in here at all.
Okay.
Is it?
No, I felt like it was like a bug was hitting my clip. I think the clip is just clicking.
I don't hear it at all.
It's just plastic.
It's just plastic.
It's just plastic.
Okay, moving along to really important things of the world. I don't know. I'm just saying shit.
What are we moving around to? What is going on?
I just got an email from Zillow.
Oh, new
Sure
properties
look.
available in your
I
area?
stay subscribed with my, because I'm just curious. It's very interesting to watch how that changes, because I have the same, I've for like 5 years now, I've had the same parameters of like radius and price, and bitch, look at that.
Oh my God, no, sir.
It's depressing.
It is.
Like, truly. Should I take a screenshot of this so you can insert it?
Yeah.
Thanks, Zillow. Oh, everybody, let's take a moment to breathe. Shit's wild, but we're going to be okay. All right.
Yeah. So I think we were looking when we started making a list of things we might want to talk about today. I feel like there was like an overarching theme
Of sex, incest, and
childhood trauma
pedophilia.
and pedophilia. Yeah. Yeah. All the way around.
How odd. Oh my
so
God.
strap in.
Okay. Before we get into ones that we actually know about and talk about, I was exposed to a story that I have to dig into it because I didn't know anything about it. But have you heard anything about Nicole Kidman's father?
Yeah, he's a fucking pedophile.
I didn't know anything about any of that. And he died mysteriously or something?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that later because that's a new one for me. I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
And how hidden that is. And
Yeah.
no, ma'am. That's what we're not going to do.
It's not good.
Okay, but so where do you want to start with that? Because there's a lot of it.
Yeah, there's so much.
Also, this bitch has made us so professional now. We out here with this fucking whiteboard.
Take a
looking
picture
all
of it. We'll insert it.
Insert. I always hear it that way now.
Insert
Since
it.
that one time. Since that one time. Is there anything inappropriate in the background? No.
I love like the first one. I mean, we don't have any. I don't even remember why I put it on there, but the first word is cum or phrase is cum rags.
It looks like it says cum vags.
Cum vags.
Cum vag. That's how a vampire would say it. I don't know why you wanted to talk about cum rags.
I can't tell you why.
Okay.
Maybe just to find out like what yours is.
I don't have a cum rag.
Like not like a designated cum rag, but like what do you do with cum that's on you or in you?
Well, first of all, ma'am, ain't no cum getting in me.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry to ruin everybody's hearts out there in the internet, but ain't nobody putting no motherfucking semen in my holes. Okay.
Let's go.
That is always a conversation very early on if you're going to be a pal with Nicole. And it's amazing how that's a fucking deal breaker for some people.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. It's a boundary for me. It is what it is. I have no shame in that whatsoever.
Right.
So,
proud of you.
Yeah. But
just whatever's available?
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends. Sometimes I plan ahead of time.
Yeah.
And so I'll have something there. Ideally, my favorite thing to do would be to have a warm, like a hand towel, like the square one. That's ideally for me. That's what I would like a rag,
like a wash rag.
Yes, a washcloth.
Okay.
That in an ideal situation, it is like freshly warm. That.
Are you
ideally?
Yes.
However, it can run the gamut of towel, shirt, sock, pants, underwear, whatever's there.
Whatever's there. Okay. Same. So I was just wondering.
Animal. I'm just kidding.
I wonder if there's people out there.
Grab a cat.
That prepare. Like they have a cat on hand or just like they have a warm towelette like ready to go. Like
I do. I think that because sex acts are so nuanced and context related that, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of different things going on.
I might want to try to be more intentional about that. Just make it more, because to me, it feels like stunted in a weird way. Like it's like.
Brings you back to being a baby.
Yeah. Or just like teenage. We're not grown enough to know that we're going to need something to like.
Clean this up.
Yeah. Like every fucking time. Like it's not. I'm shocked again. Oh
my God. Look, that stuff came out. What do I do?
Exactly. It feels stunted.
Well, maybe there's some work you can do there. I typically will grab something ahead of time.
Okay.
Unless, I mean, there's also the spur of the moment type situation.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, those.
I mean,
I don't know what those are anymore.
Yeah, you have a small child running around. But I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I'm proud of me for fucking figuring that shit
God,
out.
Can I make you like a cum rag basket?
What do you mean a basket?
Like I want to get like a really cute basket and like get some like roll them up and get some really cute towels and put in there. Can I please make that for you?
Yes, please.
Right,
I would love that.
Down.
No, I'm more proud of like I couldn't remember why I wanted to talk. So it felt like a constipated thought turd.
You pooped it.
I pooped it.
She pooped a cum rag, everyone.
Good job, everyone. Good job, me.
Proud of you.
Good job, Moon.
Oh my God, I'm excited about this.
Good job, son.
Nicole's homework. The sun is doing a good job today. I'm excited to be out in it, but I got things to do. I don't want to. Anyways, speaking of cum rags, I was about to say the most fucked up shit as a segue.
Say it.
You ever used your cousin's mouth as one? No, I just liked it.
Oh God, that song stuck. It's a good earworm.
I haven't heard it
enough to.
No, like I haven't heard it.
Oh, do we need to hear it?
No.
Okay.
We're already demonetized.
Well, we can do a commercial.
The IRS is gonna come for us.
Or we can do a weird thing where we mute it, and so it's you listening to it, and just our facial.
Let's do that.
All right, so we don't literally have to do.
We can insert something else if we want, or whatever.
Yeah, another song.
Which algorithm do I want to break? It's going to be on YouTube. We ain't putting that in my Spotify. Hail to the name. What's it called?
I think it's called Cousin Head, or I gave my cousin head. By Ye. Or Yay. By Yay.
What the fuck? This?
Dead air. Yeah. The incy bincy spider went up the water spout, and down came the rain and washed that spider out. Then out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Then the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
Okay. I will listen to that in entirety. I should have done so before speaking on it, but it doesn't even, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter because it does. I should be more researched and informed. However,
it's incest summer, according to Redbar Radio.
So
Redbar in the Wild.
I want you to talk about that, but I just like as a jumping off point to this whole thing, I have seen so many instances of what I am going to describe as the normalization of incest coupled with pedophilia.
Mm-hmm. A 2-for-1.
So,
yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
All right, where do we start with that? Because it's like so interconnected, and that's like such a bigger topic. But did you find out about this song because of that
Red Bar?
I'll keep wanting to call him Red Band.
Red Band, yeah, I know, right?
And who? Just to give me more context of him, because I didn't know about him until you.
Yeah.
Like, where did he come? How long is he?
Okay, so as far as I can tell, get ready. I'm
so ready.
Right, he has been doing podcasts of a sort since like 2006, maybe.
So that's early. That's like early.
Yeah. And
in terms of podcasting.
Yeah. And he's on his own website. So he was on YouTube, I think, at first, and I don't think it was like video. I think it might have just been like audio, but maybe not. YouTube, he was somewhere. He was doing a podcast, and he's from Chicago. Like, he originated from like the Chicago comedy scene.
And he has some sort of like, is his disability situation new, or is that...
He calls it pancake syndrome. So I don't even know if it's real or if they're making fun of it but he like
is allegedly disabled
or has a new disease or something.
Matters, but I feel like since he talks about it matters.
Yeah, he does. He talks about it, he doesn't. Like, it's weird. I don't understand what's really happening with him, like physically. But so you can watch his his episodes, and like recently, or I don't know for how long, if it's been a couple years or not, but he's been doing like long ass like streams. Like the videos are like 10 hours long.
He reminds me of like a spun out Mark Maron.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. And he just shits on everything and everyone, but like.
But you found out about that song because of him. Yes.
Yeah. And they love it. They as in him and his I guess wife or girlfriend Jules is the
voice in the background.
Yes, the background voice.
So, okay. I don't know exactly how to talk about this. And I don't necessarily have like hot takes about this, but I will say these are my thoughts right now. Number 1. Kanye is forever connected to the Kardashians. Mm-hmm. Like, he will never not be. And I think they are losing the influence that they once had. Like, their relevancy or relatability that they had or whatever is like dwindling. It feels like all of them are sort of grasping for straws type shit lately. And they're diversifying their portfolio a lot, it seems. But he's always been a bit of like a troll. So, and since we live in a world that is so like rage bait filled, I feel like he's being provocative on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that aspect of it. I also feel like he's hyper calculated.
Yeah.
And it seems also like the people around him seem to, I don't know how to say exactly what I'm trying to say. He has a team, is all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that, like, he's not making decisions completely on his own. So there are a lot of people privy to what he's doing. And he has to, even though he may not act like it, there are certain channels that you have to go through for approval in order to put music out on when you're on his level.
Yeah.
So people are privy to what's going on.
Yeah.
This isn't like him releasing this. Like, what is this? Like, so the calculated nature of it makes it weird to me. And that makes my ears perk up because I'm like, does that make it disingenuous or whatever? And then it's like, does it even matter if it's real or not? Because now things don't matter if they're true. You just say them and then everybody reacts on what was said. But it also seems to be happening during this time where it's like so many more instances of this incest shit are starting to pop up, which and then on another piece of that, it's like we should be talking about these things because it is very normal for kids to like experiment with each other or whatever.
Right.
And oftentimes that does happen with your family members because that's who you're around when you're a kid.
Right.
So I'm not like, I would never hold a child responsible for making decisions like that or say that they're like, that's such a weird thing to say. I don't want to say that like he's fucked up for having done that as a child or whatever, but what is fucked up to me is the nature of how you're putting it out there. Like, what are we supposed to glean from this? Like, what is the takeaway? And does it, like, does he care? Is that whole thing about, like, the art, like, it is what it is?
Yeah.
I feel like nothing I said made any sense.
It did.
Okay,
It did.
good.
Yeah. And I do think that you're right. There is a team behind it. And so, like, what is the ultimate goal with it?
Yes.
That is a big question mark in my brain too.
And I want to say it's like alarming to me because why are you placating that kind of behavior? And it's like also got like all like it's happening during all this shit with like the Diddy stuff and all, like they're just seeing, and like the Epstein stuff, which all that stuff's been going on a lot for a long time. We all know this.
Right.
Like the abuse of children in that way is not new. But I just feel like, how can a topic like that be fucking trending? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is it though? It is.
Yes.
So it's not just like,
because it's like and that's why I struggle to know how to talk about it, because it's like got its little like tentacles and so much shit. Even that kid fluencing shit.
oh shit, yeah.
Because are we really just going to sit here and like willingly, knowingly, whatever, just like prop up child porn? And like there's a part of that becomes nefarious to me, because if you are not old enough to have, number one, a fully formed brain, but secondly, like the ability to give consent, then it becomes abuse no matter which way you look at it.
Okay, so let's say this. Let's say that the ultimate ideal goal would, with this song, with I gave my cousin head, the goal is the ideal goal for it to normalize these conversations so there isn't a stigma, and so people feel more open about talking about it. And if people talk about what they've gone through, what they've been through, then they're less likely to be an offender later on in life, right?
And again, I don't know this man, and so I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know his intention or anything, but that sounds like a PR pivot. What you just said is
That's
probably
what I'm saying.
what his team
is
saying.
doing that. That's what I'm saying. If that is their like, they're like, this is our like.
No, I would argue that there's going to be more cousins sucking each other's dicks because of this.
Interesting.
I know this is really fucking stupid. What I'm about to say.
So the opposite of what they're saying that their ultimate goal is going to be the result.
Is that what they're saying? It has to be, because what else are they saying?
Right. How else do you, like, what else do you, we want them to suck each other's dicks. Like, this is going to make them suck dick more.
I think that there is a large chance that this will create an uptick in dick sucking
So is it really?
among children who are potentially related to each other.
So this is more about dick sucking summer, cousin sucking dick summer. It's
No,
just
I think you
incest
had it
summer.
right. It's incest summer.
Okay.
It sounds better. It has
Okay.
it's better branding.
It is. Good job, Redbar. Good job. I think his name is Mike. Good job.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like even like literally every single topic that you have on this board right now
Yeah.
can all be connected to that.
Yeah.
Because even like, and it's like hurting my head because even like the clean girl thing,
Yeah.
like there's little girls like they're all over the internet, like 8 to 12-year-old little ass girls that have this clean girl aesthetic, and it is arguably sexual.
Yeah. But it's
And it's like
it starts in infancy. It starts before the baby's even born.
like it's giving like virginal, it's giving like this purity weird shit,
yeah.
almost like sacrificial in a way.
Yeah. Very Handmaid's Tale.
Very.
Very. I had a weird experience with it though. Personally, recently, I'm getting real excited about
incest summer.
yeah, incest summer. So excited.
This episode's gonna get taken down.
Probably this would be not the first one. I'm just kidding. It would be the first one. We're like permanently.
I'd be okay with that.
That'd be all right.
And the internet was like, no,
No,
no ma'ams.
that makes sense for us. It really does.
Don't worry, we'll get on Mastodon or whatever you said. It got ejected.
It was like bye. He was like,
Like, I will have no part of this incest summer. I'm out. I'm flying.
goodbye.
Where'd it go?
It went choo. I don't even know.
I see it. You're gonna roll over it. Pick it up. It's too cute to kill.
I will never kill it.
Okay.
Oh, it's broke, bro.
Oh fuck. Let it hang out with this guy. It's your friend.
Okay. So I was up all on Pinterest getting ready for my trip later this year for Europe. Like, what am I gonna wear?
Oh my
Like,
God,
what
stop.
am I gonna wear? I'm gonna be
Is that-
abroad. I'm gonna be in Europe. What am I gonna wear? What am I gonna wear? What am I gonna put on my
obsessed with you right
body?
now.
What's it gonna be? And so I started realizing there was a pattern, and it was very clean girl aesthetic. Like it
That
was
you were
very-
choosing?
Yes,
You've been influenced. You,
me.
my nasty, hairy, fucking spaz of colored, beautiful queen.
Me.
You're a clean girl.
I'm a clean girl.
What did you pick out?
At least abroad. A bunch of just like a lot of navy, a lot of like stripes, a lot of neutrals. Very, I'm telling you, it was clean girl, and I was like,
Some of
"What
it
the?
beige.
Where is this coming from? Where is this coming from?"
Is some of it beige?
Yes, girl. I'm telling you, it is.
We need to have an intervention.
Like, what's that dark green? You know, the green,
Hunter.
hunter green. No. Hunter's even like prettier. This green's like gray green. You know, gangrene green. I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, yeah. So I was like, where is this coming from? Like, I don't understand why is this what I'm thinking about wearing, or like what I envision?
Yeah, like how are you influenced to that?
So I realized it's out of fear. Because I was realizing I don't want to stand out while I'm abroad.
Oh, because you don't feel safe.
I don't feel safe.
Huh.
Like, I don't want to be like a sort, like I don't want to like.
So
I know. That's what I'm telling you. So it made me think about this clean girl thing in a whole new light, because I'm like, at first I'm all like, oh, they just don't have any originality. They're just a bunch of sheep, and don't they realize like clothing companies are just doing that because it's easier to manufacture when you only have 3 or 4 colors to pick from and patterns. And so they're just going to make the most price about profit. But yeah. But then I realized like, oh shit, like maybe there is like this weird of like fear. Like maybe they wear it, like whether they realize it or not, like they don't want to, like they're scared to like be themselves.
I think that there is definitely fear in that, but it's not the same as what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Like your fear is to make yourself a target in an unknown place.
You don't think it could be the same? Like they don't want to be a target?
Yeah, but it's more of like a judgment of like who you are as a person versus your safety.
Okay.
Which I understand there's 2 different kinds of safety. One's physical and one's not.
Right.
But I think in your instance, you don't want to like be like, hey, I'm a bright American. Come take my money. You know what I mean?
Right. I have no fucking idea where I am at all.
So it's more of you, which I would argue that whole beigification, what's the word I want to use? It doesn't matter. Regime or whatever is to blend in. That's the whole point. Mm-hmm. But I think your reasoning in that particular situation is a little different.
Yeah, but they merge for sure. Like there's still
100%.
Fear base is still about like being a target in some way.
Yeah. Which for colors, let's be real. For colors.
And that's where we're at as a society. Like
no, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but one thing about me, I need colors. I'm fucking obsessed with colors. I love colors. I talk about it all the time.
It's bags and colors.
Listen, I'm not joking. To the point where I'm like apologize at work because of how often I talk about colors.
Like, oh, there goes Nicole talking about freaking orange again.
No, I'm not talking about specific colors. Like I just say out loud that I like colors a lot. Like an abnormal amount I'm saying this. I like when I was doing those the paper part, not the naked pasta part, but when I was doing the sign for the board, I was just like, I got scented markers. Bitch, I was losing my mind. I was like, these have so many colors and they have smell. I have not been that happy.
And high.
I wasn't even, no, I wasn't. I was high off of like dopamine, but
yeah.
Colors just do something for me.
Yeah.
So I can't, the idea of not having them is horrifying.
Yeah.
Like horrifying. I can't, no, ma'am.
That one guy you told me about, I've watched a couple of his videos on YouTube.
Matt Bernstein?
Yes. He showed, I think one of the videos had like a TikTok, I was showing a TikTok clip of this mom that paints all of the toys, baby toys, beige, like different colors of beige.
Stop it.
I'm not kidding you. The baby's toys. Like, and like also like, why are you putting more even though it's non-toxic, like it doesn't mean it's non-toxic.
What in the actual fuck? Like colors help you fucking learn.
Right.
Children need colors.
Yeah.
What does that do to their like mental development?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
I'm not kidding. Because how they learn it, like, this is beige. This is beige adjacent. This is light beige. This is dark beige. This is mid beige. This is khaki. This is taupe. This is
eggshell.
Tan. Off-white. White. White-ish. White-esque. Sand.
Pearl if you're feeling fancy.
Stop it.
I do like pearl though. Oh yeah. Oh, I like pearl.
That's different. Mother of pearl's a whole that has colors.
Yes, right. It's right. This is my favorite.
It's iridescent. That makes it beautiful because of the fucking colors. Nicole's homework. Calm rag basket. I feel like I have a booger that's trying to fall out of my nose.
Can you get it?
Yeah, with your. Yep. Yeah. That's the tool I want. Anyways, back to the whole cousin sucking or whatever. I just don't know how I feel about it because, like, take the celebrity out of it. Mm-hmm. Like, let's say that I came over here today and you're like, Nicole, look, I made this collage and it's like reflecting that you used to suck your cousin's dick or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you're like, isn't it cool? And I'm like, yeah, but like, do we need to talk about this? Like, whatever. And then you're just like, yeah, this is a thing. Or like, I would be concerned about you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does he need therapy? Has this already been discussed? Like, is this like, does his support system already know about this? Is this a cry for help? What the fuck is going on?
Right.
Or is it even true? Does it matter?
Does it create empathy for him, or does it alienate him?
I think it'll do both. I do feel like that's what I'm saying. Like to me, it feels like a very calculated move. And I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is that the fucking move for one of the most famous motherfuckers there is in the world right now?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're doing.
And no one's talking about this song though. For being, or they just everyone's done with him, and that's why it's happening now.
So what you're saying right there is something that I'm noticing now. People like, what does that mean? No one's talking about it because someone's talking about it because we're talking about it, and I've definitely like in my sorry, my nose is driving me crazy. You want a
commercial break?
Huh?
You want a commercial break?
Yeah.
All right, commercial break.
Is the commercial just me picking my nose?
You just at the camera on this.
Just zoom in on it. I want to do that for real. Okay. Oh my god.
I really love the wings.
It's cute on him.
Yeah.
I didn't make that in. Okay. So the whole no one's talking about it thing, like, I think that has to do with what chamber you're in.
Mm.
And because people look at, like, and I'm including myself in this as well, but people look at, like, the view of the world is the same as their algorithmically fed echo chamber, and it's not.
Huh. No, there's definitely a formula. I'm like maybe picking up on like right now in my brain, like where I have decided that I don't think it's like an X number of echo chambers, but I'm like, if more echo chambers that I'm go into, and I don't even know if I'm using echo chamber the right way, if a topic is brought up or brought into light in that echo chamber, then I'm like, oh, this is something that people are talking about. So if it's like happening like in my Reddit, maybe a social media. I think maybe social media.
That's where
is
people
more,
communicate. That's why.
So if I didn't see it on Reddit. I didn't see it. Well, I only get on X for UFO stuff, but X. I didn't see it on Instagram. I didn't see it on YouTube. I saw it on something that was completely outside of like the norm, like what I would consider the normal social media apps or like the popular ones.
Would that particular topic be relevant in your algorithm of information in those other entities?
Maybe, maybe not, because I do follow a couple of like pop culture-y kind of stuff on Reddit. So it might have been a topic or something on there. Or I definitely could have seen it there. I don't know about YouTube.
I have heard most of like commentary about it or whatever on YouTube, I consume a fuck ton of YouTube on a daily basis. And lately I've been really deep in this whole, like, I'll call it pop culture.
Yeah.
And the other outlet that I've seen it in is memes.
Okay, you saw memes.
Yeah, 'cause
where?
Instagram. Or it's either that, another way that I hear about stuff like this too is and this is more often than not the first way that I hear about stuff, but people's stories, like, cause it's the most, timelier. It's like the quickest. So it's like people talking about something, whatever it is. So I saw people like making comments about it, whether it was good, bad, or whatever. A lot of times I don't pay attention to their actual
Right.
bias, whatever it is. I just like hear like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know about this. What is this?
Mm-hmm.
But then I do recognize that once I start looking into stuff like that, it is like the stuff that I find is definitely influenced by how my algorithm is feeding me.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking weird. Because we ain't like, well, I mean, I've talked to like coworkers about it and
You're
but,
the
like,
first person I've talked about it with. Well, and Joey.
But I mean, like, I definitely had like in-person conversations about it as well. But like I said, I haven't even heard the fucking song until just a second ago.
So you saw all the commentary about it, but nothing
Yes.
about the, and then how like his follow-up tweets about, or like
I don't know anything about those.
Yeah. So
To me, I can't, like, him being on social media is like silly. Like, I don't. I started following fucking Justin Bieber the other day just because people keep talking about shit that pops up in his stories and stuff. But it's so dumb. Like, once you're on that level of celebrity, like, social media for the average person is so not reflective of reality.
Yeah.
But once you get to that level, it's just silly.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
yeah.
And for like regular people to like look to that as like, ooh, I know the truth because of this. It's just ridiculous. It's all fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's just I because I heard of it only in one specific place. It
So
made me
fidgety right
like
now
I
with that.
assumed it just wasn't
Yeah.
like a
A
topic.
topic being conversated
yeah,
about.
Yeah.
I would say that one I've heard, and I've heard more people even in person, because a lot of the shit that I'll consume, like, nobody around me gives a fuck about most of the shit that I spent my entire morning listening to a person talk about transitioning into a genderless fucking dragon. Like, most people don't want to talk about that. Hey, do you want to talk to me about this? How many dermal horns he has in his head? I find things like that fascinating, but like, to bring that up in normal conversation, it's just not happening.
It should.
I 100% agree. But anyway, like, back to the whole point of it. I don't understand what his intention is with any of that. And if it's like an advocacy piece, which it doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like trolling.
Yeah.
And if it isn't, and it's truly him, like, doing what? I cry for help. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but he's got the means to get a fucking therapist or to balance out his meds or whatever needs to happen for him. And I understand that having that level of fame or whatever can be extremely fucking isolating. I get that. And especially if you already have mental health issues, I can totally understand that. But, and I start to fault the people that are in their, like, world, because at what point it's like when I was fucking watching that shit about Amy Winehouse. Why did no one help her? Y'all just stood around and watched her fucking kill herself. Why did no one help her?
Or like the moms on that Kid Fluence.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
How is that bitch not dead?
Yeah.
Just from, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, people know her, they know where she lives and whatever. Like, how has some psycho not killed her or something?
Yeah.
Or tried to do something?
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It makes me upset.
I have a
I'm so fidgety because of it.
I have a conspiracy string theory about the Kanye thing.
Get the string.
Get the string.
What is it?
So you know how there's like a common theme throughout, I would say, like the idea of like secret clubs or like secret organizations is to have dirt on each other. And you tell them like your biggest secret or darkest secret as like collateral.
Yeah.
I wonder if this was like one of what he would consider that type of collateral.
So he's like, I'm there first. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So it's a power move?
Yeah.
Huh. I mean,
That's a string. That's just a string theory.
that seems the most logical, to be honest. But also, that's dumb. Like,
Yeah.
you can't like
Right.
how much old they were kids, right? What that was the other part of it is that there's an age difference.
Yes. Yeah.
Was he ever an adult?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So there's what you're not going to catch charges because of it. So what's the problem then? If that
Because now he's gay instead
theory,
of gay.
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But people have already been calling him gay. Who cares?
Right.
I don't want to know where he's putting his wiener. You know?
No,
I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter for my life in the least.
Yeah.
Man, girl, what the fuck? What else is on this list?
Oh my God.
This is a weird list.
You want me to give a leg shake?
Trigger warnings, everybody. Trigger.
You want to talk about my legs?
Yeah, talk about your legs.
Maybe something positive for a second.
How long do we normally do these episodes?
I don't even know why.
Like lengthwise.
I don't know why.
Because I've been trying to keep track of time.
Give me a look.
I mean, it's definitely over an hour, I feel like. Maybe or right at. It's close. This episode needs to have a
Yeah, it's literally about to turn 1 hour.
look at there. Anyways, I just want to say this. I want to hear about your leg hair too. And if you want to touch on any of those other things, that's fine. But I do need to go to work at some point.
Yeah.
I could say
I literally was about to get my leg up.
I do want to say this. I don't want to make light of any kind of sexual abuse or abuse towards children or anything like that. I know that a lot of times you and I both have dark humor and whatever, and just because we're having a silly podcast in your basement or whatever, I still feel the need to like be responsible about what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to downplay any of that shit. And just because these people are famous or whatever doesn't mean that their abuse isn't as serious as other people's. So I'm just going to say that just from the sake of my heart and the world. So I'm like, I hate that anybody has to go through that experience, but also I do feel like there needs to be more conversation about it because it is so rampant and there are so many people that can't speak up about it, and it just creates a fucking power dynamic that's toxic and fucked up. And typically the victims are, I mean, that's a dumb thing to say. The victims are the ones suffering, but a lot of times they have to suffer in silence. And so I feel like, I don't know what my point is. My point is just say I'm not trying to make light of any of that shit because sexual abuse is not fucking funny.
Right. And at the very least, that song has us out here saying these things that need to be said.
Yeah.
So.
And I tend to speak very absurdly about most things, and it is truly a coping mechanism because everything's so fucked up it doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do other than to make jokes about it because what, I'm supposed to process that as fucking reality? Are you kidding me?
Damn.
There ain't enough drugs in the world.
I just thought, I was like, it's either khaki or khakis.
I don't get it.
Like, I don't know. I feel like pedos were khakis.
Ew.
And then khaki, like beige moms.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
Khaki or
saying.
khakis.
Okay, gross. God. Anyway. You know what I think we should do? We should have like an ongoing like segment about this topic maybe. You know how some people do that? It's like it'll just be like a 15-part series about.
What do you call it?
Diddlin'.
Well, this was diddling part 1. Oh, God.
Going straight to hell. You were right, Dee Dee.
You were right.
You knew all along. Anyways, let's talk about your leg hair.
Okay. So we've left off, I think, with the leg hair saga.
Yeah, you trimmed up your taint for your doctor.
Yeah, but didn't touch my hairs on my legs. Had a full forest down there on my calves, on my legs, because it's not like that all the way up, just mainly knee down. But I kind of had like a whole like revelation about it all, because I was looking at it from like this all or nothing standpoint.
Yes.
Like, I have to shave it all or don't touch it at all.
Right.
And I was like, that's kind of dumb. There's a lot of middle ground there. So what do you want it to look like, or what do you want to explore in that place? And I know that I don't like shaving in the shower. Like I feel like showering to me is like fun. Like it's like enjoyable. It's relaxing. And as soon as I do like
a chore,
lawn maintenance,
it goes from self-care to a chore.
Yeah. So I was thinking about different ways to do it. And so I was like, let me try just like an electric shaver, like what Joey uses for his like beard. And that worked great. So basically it ended up being like, I didn't shave it all the way down. It just like made my legs like super prickly. Which I don't mind at all.
I kind of love that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to rock, I think. And I don't have to do it all the time. It's just like how I get hair trims to my hair.
Yeah.
I'm going to trim my leg hair every so often.
So there you go, bitch.
There you go.
She can do whatever she wants. She a full-grown person.
Go. And if I'm going to collect that leg hair and keep it in a jar, I'm going to do that as well.
Yeah.
For possible arts and crafts later.
Look at world. No, I'm proud of you that you found some peace in that journey, because I know it's a thing. It's
been a thing. Yeah. It feels really good to come to like a place of content with my leg hair.
We'll revel in that for a while.
Yeah. But my armpits have been really itchy lately, and I'm wondering if I should shave them. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just I'm starting to sweat more because it's summery.
Maybe.
Weather and stuff. I don't know.
I have to shave mine because I'm so sweaty, and because I'm so fidgety and shit anyway. And like if I get cold sweats, I get regular sweats, I get anxiety sweats, I get like real sweaty. So when I have armpit hair, it stinks bad. Like my armpits already are loud, and even the smallest amount of hair makes it smell so much worse. So I would leave them long because I kind of like how it looks, to be honest. I just do it for odor reasons.
Yeah. I don't know if shaving them would actually make them less itchy, though. I'm concerned that it would make it more.
There's only one way to find out.
Do only one?
Yeah.
Leave the other?
Or just do them both in solidarity, but then you'll know.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll grow out, and then you can know.
Is there any point to keeping one long?
Madison, it's your body, your hair. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
So if it's just my choice to keep one long.
Can we do a trifold poster board science experiment about that?
Yes.
I don't know what that looks like, but let's have one long and one not long.
Yeah. But odor, we need to do yours too, because you think there's a smell difference.
There is. For me. I'll do it with you. I'll grow an armpit out.
Okay. So you have to grow one and I have to shave one.
Mine's going to take longer. I'm going to grow out.
We can't escape this. We can't escape
this one, I think, because my right one is hairier and it's going to be smellier. I don't know if it's like because there's more things for the bacteria to hang out on and they're just like clinging to the hair. That's my theory there.
There's your hypothesis. You need to write it down.
Is the bacteria clinging to my hair?
Yeah. Or you state a hypothesis as a sentence, right? Or is it a question?
The bacteria is clinging to my hair. Creating. We're such nerds. Which causes more odor, right?
Yeah.
How exciting
odor?
is this for people to fucking listen to right now?
So exciting.
How smelly is your armpit? Does it have hairs? Do you think those things are correlated? We're doctors. I put order instead of odor. Period. Done. Well, fuck.
I'm shouting out the Osbournes before we go.
Yeah, do it. I was gonna say we need some levity because all
Yeah.
that shit felt.
Yeah. Dark seepage,
Yeah.
sewage.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, well, that's life.
So the Osbournes.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's the Osbournes themselves or their brand that or something, I don't know what. They started like a YouTube channel that's just the show live. I don't know if it's all the episodes, but it's also on Amazon Prime.
What do you mean live?
Like there's like just a live stream going of the Osbournes playing.
Okay.
So you can just click the live
And
video and it's just
wherever
shows
it's at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And my ass is so happy about
Enthralled.
it. I just love it.
That's so funny.
And I'm like re-experiencing that whole science experiment in a
God,
new
wasn't
way.
ever.
Yeah.
They were like the authentic first.
Yeah.
And it was truly that was like a fucking reality show. Like for real, for real.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Aussie!
And I remember watching it and being like,
Sharon!
oh my God, these people are fucking. Well, first off, I'm from like Podump, USA. Like I'm, those types of, that language, as my mama would say.
The British.
No, just the F-bombs.
Oh.
Yeah, they just dropping F-bombs left and right.
Oh.
So my young self, I remember that being a point of like,
That's so funny.
and now I'm just like, that's just how I speak. So
I think I've always had cuss words in my head.
yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely have not.
How old were you when that came out?
I was early high school.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. I remember when I told my mom, like, I'm not censoring my speech around you anymore. I can't do it. I gave her a whole, sat her down. I was like, look,
I'm on cuss.
I was like, I can't not be myself with you. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to walk around here being inauthentic. And I was like, I use a lot of cuss words. They're in my thoughts. I'm having to try too hard to censor my speech around you, and I'm not fucking doing it anymore. I was like, I'm old. I think it was right when I turned 16. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm old enough now. You can't tell me not to. What are you going to do?
That's right. Papa don't preach.
I remember that so hard. And I was I need to authentically express myself.
You wrote a letter, dear mom.
Fuck this bullshit.
And I just from the language they use, I immediately when I was younger was like, oh my God, these people are fucking crazy. They're wild.
You thought it was bad. Like
dogs are shitting everywhere. Like they're just insane people. And now I'm watching it and I'm like, damn, these are the fucking cleavers. Like they're that's my family.
Yeah. That's funny.
They're so sweet and real
with
each other.
Yeah.
And so ahead of their time because even they would have family meetings.
Yeah. I remember that.
What? My family didn't have a fucking family meeting.
We did a couple times. It was not fun.
I just felt like they were so I'm going to watch them for parenting skills.
Oh my God. Will you please have family meetings?
Of course.
As your nugget gets older?
Yeah. I love that. Absolutely.
Can I come to some of them?
And I think I just want to be Aussie. I just want to stumble around the house. I think I already do that. I'm just
no pants on.
Sharon!
Sharon! God. That's so silly.
They're precious. So I'm so happy with the content I've been watching. Or that, and I've been watching that and Lord of the Rings again.
Oh my God. You nostalgic bitch.
I am.
Excuse you?
Hello?
Did you hear that?
I heard.
Well.
What are you going to do?
Go cut some dough up to put in beer mash. That's what I'm going to do. Took that so literal. What you going to do?
I'm going to put the mic down and I'm going to press stop.
I'm going to walk around.
Up some stairs. 14 stairs to me.
Are you going to allow your husband to go ride his bicycle?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
The whole conversation was so cute. Your face.
Precious angels.
Come wreck basket. Well, here's the thing, everybody. I guess just like, let's try to make good decisions. Let's be mindful of how much we're rotting our brains. And let's talk to our kids so that they can learn about sex in other ways and sucking their cousin's dick and then making songs about it 20 years, 30 years later. For some ding-dongs in a basement to try to unpack and make sense of.
The end.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.